Do Caribbean girls think that they're better? Is the question of the day. I don't think that Caribbean girls think that they're better. I think that people think that we are better. And that's where it comes from, I believe, because I don't think that I'm better than anyone. Not saying that American people are not raised with manners, but this is how we're raised, right? So we're raised to say good morning, good night with respect. You always have respect for your elders, your peers. You just walk around with that. And that is one thing that I see that they don't have that instilled in them, because it's a little different here. In the islands, it's more so tight knit. And even if they aren't family, it's like their family anyway. So like everyone knows everyone. So it's a little different. And it's not like that in the States. Everyone is spread out. People don't know each other. So I get it. I was able to see both with my grandmother being there, everyone knowing her. Everyone know where you live. People are calling your name when they drive by. They're honking the horn. Everyone is more so everyone knows your business. They know you. I'm from the VI, St. Thomas, USVI. Sometimes they leave us out, but then they add Puerto Rico in there. But Puerto Rico is also U.S. territory as well. I thought that was strange. I was born in St. Thomas. I was raised in New York, and my dad still lives there. He has his business there. He's had a business since I was a little girl, and then he expanded the business. So that's amazing on his part, but everyone knows him, hailing him all the time. Another thing with how you dress, how you carry yourself, that's a big thing in the island. You're very on top of your appearance. People think that you're being vain or something, but you're not. When we used to go with our dad, if our shirts were out of order, if our nails were like not clean, my dad will send us back upstairs to get ourselves together. You're not going anywhere with him looking crazy. So that's another thing with West Indian people. We take pride in the way we look. We do not just go out, just look at any type of way, but that's because that's how our parents raised us. So we just carry that on in adulthood. And I'm not saying the other side isn't like that, but I just know more so that's how we differ because of the way our upbringing. We learn how to cook and clean at an early age. We learn how to take care of the home, take care of ourselves in that way. What else? Our features are different, even though we're not really Black people or West Indian people. We're actually Hebrew people. But I'm not going to get into that because this is not the video for that. This is just how we were, where we were planted, and this is where we grew up. So when we do see each other, like say we walk into a place or we announce that we're from a certain island or whatever, if there's other islanders there, then we would automatically just click up. I've noticed that, but it's not on purpose. It's just because we have that in common. So that's like an automatic conversation when we're from the island. But that's not like to leave people out. We just automatically gravitate towards one another. I think people think that we're deliberately doing it, but we're not though. Everyone loves their island. So it's like, because of that, automatically it like brings some type of smile to you. It's nothing to do with the atmosphere or anyone else. It just has everything to do with us, in that moment. I never felt, that's one thing about West Indians, we don't really feel comfortable with the African American box. No one should actually, even if you're from America or the Black. I never felt comfortable with that. I don't know why they don't have a Caribbean or West Indian box, but that's another thing, how people would think that we think we're better, but we're not trying to separate. We don't resonate with those boxes. We do not. That's just what it is. I think it's just a misunderstanding. I don't think that we think we're better at all. I also heard that there's nothing different. We're just all Black. If we were to get pulled over or stopped by the police, they would say that we're all Black. Yeah, but it's not the validation from other people. It's just acknowledging the difference between the two parties. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've heard that before. Like, it's nothing different about you guys. You guys are all the same. We're the same as a people, but we're not the same as a culture, if that makes sense. And even with that, sometimes it's just like the way people do things is different and how they move is different. And usually West Indian people, they move kind of the same. So it's like, not saying all, but the majority, we don't have the same moral compass. And that's why there's a divide. But it's not like we're dividing for anything other than the way we move, if that makes sense. This is a real life topic. People really do have this real life topic. People are upset. Like, they really talk like crazy about West Indian people. See, I don't know the West Indian people they come in contact with, but they really do think that we think that we're better. I never really thought that it was like a group thing, like a group against a group thing. I thought it was like isolated thing here and there, but no. Why do you guys think that you're all that and all that? And I'm like, but who said that though? So that my dad is from Tortola, that's the British Virgin Islands. My mom was from St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands. On my dad's side, my grandmother, she was half Cuban. And on my mother's side, my grandmother on my mother's side was half Arawak Indian. And I'm from St. Thomas. I grew up seeing different colors, different hair textures, different everything. So we kind of look different. And I think that's very beautiful. And that's the thing with coming from the West Indies. It's just like everyone just looks so beautiful. American people look beautiful too. People have to know the difference between loving something or trying to downplay something else. Another thing too with West Indian people, they actually grow up seeing people of color in power. When we see that, we see our parents owning their own businesses. They see other people of color in power in that way. They instill that in us. A lot of West Indian people, they do not see others better than them. They just don't. Not saying all, because there could be some that's inferior, but the majority of West Indian people are not inferior to anyone. So to answer the question, do Caribbean girls think they better than American girls? The answer would be definitely not. I think that there is similarities in us all, but I do believe that we embrace everything about where we're from, the way we look, the way we talk, the way we dress. I think we embrace that a little bit more, and it could irritate some people, but definitely we do not think that we're better than anyone. We are all sisters, and I believe that once we come to that common ground to understand the difference and embrace each other's differences, then we could understand each other a little better. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and don't forget to always look beyond the surface. Bye.